Opening Yu-Gi-Oh products is a ton of fun, but what if we took it one step further and competed using only cards we pull? Let's see how much luck, skill, and planning it's going to take with a budget of $40 a week, with the exception of a few special weeks that is. But what's the goal, you may ask? Well, it's to win locals, for now at least. So I welcome you to yet another Yu-Gi-Oh Sealed Only series. Welcome everyone to the first week of the Sealed Only series I'm doing here, and today we have the Spirit Charmer structure decks. We're going to see how far we can go with Spirit Charmers. I'm not really sure what I want to do so far, but I thought I would start with something new, something that other people haven't done yet. So Spirit Charmers is the way to go. I don't think I've seen anyone do that one yet. And of course, for the first episode, we're gonna spend a little bit extra. We're gonna go a little bit over with this Megaton here because I don't want the first episode to be boring plays completely. I want to hope I pull something better, like some of the Link monsters that none of these structure decks have. So let's get to cracking and see what we can get. Alright, let's start off with opening one. We just opened one. I can talk about kind of like my plans for the series is, and honestly I don't think this deck is quite like anything special, but definitely. Where's the flap? Is there no flap? Hello? Yeah, whatever, I'll use a knife. But yeah, I don't foresee anything like spectacular about Spirit Charmers, unfortunately. Would be better if they actually had some kind of impact. They're just better as the Link monsters in the decks, but they do have a lot of good cards in here. So the token, pretty classic, awesome there. And we gotta start with our Familiar Possessed. I think we're gonna be playing one of each of these, and so that's our alternate art. We do get alternate arts for the structure decks, and this guy will actually be pretty good. We're gonna need the Link monster, but it's mostly just gonna be to summon this out and also to get a possessed spell or trap along with it. Inari, I don't think is too good here. Probably not gonna be playing that. Probably gonna be playing one of this though. Could be pretty interesting to get that monster negate. And then Spirit Charmers, an awesome search. It's kind of like a Melody of the Awakening Dragon, but for Spirit Charmers. So this one's really, really good. And of course, Raigeki. This is gonna take us pretty far. We can only play one, unfortunately. So, at least we got our one. Possessed Partnerships. This is the one that we're gonna be trying to search off of this card if we pull the Link monster, of course. But it's basically just a revive and then a pop if you have two or more, I believe. And some of the original original Charmers here. I'm not gonna be playing these. We will be playing this guy though, because a free special summon and works very well with this guy here, because you need a level 4 lower Earth. So probably gonna be maxing out on this. I'm not really sure if we're going to be playing the rest of these, but I can see them possibly having play for the first week or two while we still need cards. The Fairy Tales, I think the only good one is Luna, because it's like a searcher and kind of like a bounce, if if that makes sense. Golem Oruru, I think this one could see use. I mean, we don't have really many options, so I'll let it be there. Which probably not. It's a little bit too slow. Effect Veiler, Denko Sekka, awesome cards. I think this will be pretty good for like those what's it called? Yeah, just for like the trap decks and all that. A good side deck card, and all three pretty good cards here. This one's just a free kind of like upstart, I guess you could say, and a little bit of a buffing for your monsters. So that's pretty good. And then the draw 2 might come up, might not. Terraforming, of course, is always good. Then we got Book of Eclipse, Twin Twister, and Dark Ruler No More. 3 amazing side deck cards, or even main deck for some of them. So, I mean, this is pretty solid. We're going to be getting 3 of those. So we're going to have a solid side deck to start off the game with. Unpossessed, I think, is pretty good. I think this one just keeps reviving. Can't be destroyed in battle. It's something along those lines, but I think we do play at least one of this because we can search it, I believe. Metaverse, Solemn Warning, Dimensional Barrier, more side deck or main deck. I'm probably going to main deck these 2 cards. but we'll see. Then the metaverse, of course. And then our familiar possess. These are the ones we are going to be playing. We're almost never going to be using the special summon effect, but we just need them to be 1850. That's pretty much all we need them for. Alright, so that's going to be this. So I'll probably, open the rest off camera and then show you guys the deck list after. But let's get to the tin now. Alright, here we go. The tin here. So we're definitely hoping for Asa, the Earth Charmer Link Monster. I think, is Area the other one? I think Area is the other one, the water one. So that one would be pretty good too. But we just need at least like any of them, honestly. So that's the hope. And then Tactics Talents will be very good generically. So we're gonna need that too. Aside from that, I think Dogmatica. We definitely need Dogmatica. That will boost the deck so much. So we can pull like just like one Nadir Servant with like a Xeyo or like oh nice, we got this. I'll keep that in mind. I don't think we ever use it, but we'll keep that in mind. But yeah, the Dogmatica stuff would be really good, especially with like the Secret Villager spellcasters. Warning Point would be pretty strong actually, so I'll keep that in mind. Phoenix Portrait, not really. Lao Lao will do nothing for us. AI Contact, nope. And oh, okay, guys, we are starting off pretty strong here. I will use the Tactics Talent, and we actually have to go through some of these comments to see we might use anything, but I don't think so. All right, we're starting off good. Day one, Tactics Talents on the board. A playset would be nice, but I mean we already opened one tin, so we can't be hopeful that much. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. Generic rank 4, I think. I don't know, maybe. In case we get Zeus or something. Yeah, nothing too special there. Jartron's not really. Schism? Interesting, actually. Durval, I doubt it. Magical or Magician's Salvation. This is too specific because I think it's for Dark Magician, so it's gonna be a no. Reread it just in case, but yeah, specifically for Dark Magician, so nothing useful there. Alright, last pack. Let's see, another one of those. Melfi, Speedroid. Nah, we'll never go into that. I'm never going to that either. Arc Rebellion, Xyz Dragon. That's not happening. Heavy Ford, maybe. I might play some trains later, you know what I'm saying? So close. Actually, no. The Charmers are Ultras, so we still have a chance. But I don't know, we'll put this in there anyways. Nexus? That could do something, but unfortunately, no. We got Albaz though, but none of the actual what's it called? I'm blanking here. None of the actual monsters that to fuse into. So that's unfortunate. Wish we could make Raiders Knight. Go Raiders Knight into the Arc Rebellion maybe, but it needs 2 darks, and I don't think we have like any darks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have any darks at all. So this is gonna be our day one pulls. Probably the only thing we're gonna be using is these two, and I don't know, we'll keep these in mind. All this stuff is pretty good. Farragut, Raiders Knight, Nexus. Actually, maybe I could main deck Nexus. That's actually pretty interesting. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. But no Link Monsters, so we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to deck building and see what I can come up with what I got. But let's get into the gameplay. So this is round 2, going second here against Buster Lock, and so what this deck does, basically it's gonna make your whole board into dragons and put up a fusion monster that just negates your dragon monsters and does not allow them to it doesn't allow them to activate their effects, I think, and puts them in defense. And so the way he does that is he sends one of the he adds one of the trap cards, my bad, which sends another of his traps. It's like prologue of the destruction sword or something like that. It sends a trap card to the grave, and then one of the trap cards you can then chain to it or whatever to banish it to fuse, and you know, it's pretty good. It puts a Buster Dragon and the Buster Destruction Sword, something like that. It's something along those lines, and you can't really stop it because, you know, it just comes off the trap card. And here we are, you know, I go terraforming and get drolled here. Unfortunately, end up putting up some monsters. I think that's a Ausa normal summoned. Too bad there's glare here. Then special summon the monster over there, and here go straight into my deck to do a special summon. I know, weird mechanic, I don't know why they did it like that, but there it is. Funny thing is, yeah, I decided to like show, I was like, yeah, that's how you summon it. I know, really weird, right? And so with it, off the special summon, I special back the I think spellcaster, the Ausa. Pretty sure it's Ausa, kind of hard to tell. And I always, I usually forget to do this, but I guess it doesn't really matter here because I'm under droll. But I gotta remember, always you gotta use this continuous spell before you normal summon. I don't know, I just forget sometimes, and before special summoning too. But he activates the trap card that will send, and here in a bit we'll see him send the right cards, and ends up putting up the Buster lock here, and but my monsters have to go to defense, and I can't really do much except just set my cards and pass it back to him. He gets a normal summon off, and then I think proceeds to search off that normal summon, and I think he then goes to battle here, if I remember correctly. And so I take the damage, and then he decides to go into a Link 3, I believe. Yeah, and goes into Unicorn and bounces my field spell. I think it was the Grand Spiritual Arts field spell. I didn't really get much use out of it anyways, sadly. But yeah, it's not looking too good here. I think both my sets, I think it's like Unpossessed and the one that pops, but I don't really. Actually, no, it probably isn't that one. I don't know. It's kind of hard to remember at this point, but yeah, Monster Reborns and then goes into a hot red dragon here. So even if like whatever I do here, it'll get negated. So yeah, at this point, I'm just like, yeah, we can just go to game 3 or game 2 here. My bad. Alright, on to game 2. I actually don't think I changed much. I think I put in the triple Twin Twister and decided to go first. Get the best normal summon Fairy Tail Luna, search, I think win, and then set 3. And those are some pretty good set cards I have there. He specials the Adhara, goes into Where Art Thou, and you know, gets the monster he wants to normal summon to try and get the search. But lucky for me, one of my trap cards down there is actually the Solemn Warning, and so he does not even get the search at all. The next best thing to Solemn Striking it, honestly, and so he can't really do much there, and so he ends up passing there. But in end phase, I do Twin Twister him, the 2 back row, so this puts me quite a bit ahead. And oddly enough, I don't really have much else to do except just normal summon and special summon, and then we just hit into the face here. And hope he doesn't have anything to stop this with, but he does have another one of those whelps or whatever, and gets the trap card, and it's not looking too good because it looks like he's gonna be able to set up the lock next turn. So he ends up passing here, and then in standby he activates the card to send, and I do change a D barrier to it, and I call Fusion, so he's only able to summon out his Buster Dragon. I wasn't really sure which one to hit, Synchro or Fusion, but so I just ended up hitting the Synchro, or the Fusion, my bad. And then hoping when I use Luna on his Buster Dragon he wouldn't have another, but he does, as you can see there. So That is quite a predicament we're in now. From here, yeah, I just attack over, get a little bit more damage in, pass back to him and hope he can't, you know, stop me or kill me. He used the Bust Dragon effect in the end phase, I believe. And then normals the Destruction Sword. And from here, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't want him to do anything here, so I bounce the Buster Dragon, but it ends up probably not even mattering because he can just synchro right back into it because Buster Blade is a 7. Or is it 6? I don't know. It adds up to 8 though, so. So in the end, it didn't even matter. Whatever. Specials back to Buster Blader, and we're back into the same board state we were before. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I do get the special summon because he attacks the Ran Ryu. So I get the other Archfiend, the Archfiend monster I sent. I think it was off of Twin Twister. I think I sent it off Twin Twister. That's probably why I was in the grave. So that was pretty fortunate for me. And then he ends up passing back to me. I go Spirit Charmers, I think that is, and put down the continuous spell to boost. And also, I think one of the traps, the one that revives and pops, I think is the one I put out there, or added to my hand at least. It doesn't really matter which one you do. And then from here, I did make a little bit of like a illegal play. His Buster Dragon was making my spellcaster's dragon. We did end up catching it, and funny thing is, in the end it didn't even matter anyways because I had Fairy Tail Luna. It would have mattered if he had a third Buster Dragon in his extra deck, but yeah, it does say spellcaster, and so we had to do a little rewinding on the game state. Luckily, not much was done except just that card from the deck, and so I rewind it. Normal the Luna anyways, send that Buster Dragon back to hand, and then do the same play again anyways. And then looky here, the monster from deck is actually 2k, and I get a 600 boost, so I'm able to crash in with that monster and then go in for the win with the win. So hey, we are 1-1 here. Alright, on to game 3. And the best part about this is that my opponent, I don't know how he did this, but he just forgot that we were still 1-1 and unsighted his cards, and so the cards that would be good against me, he put them out and put in cards that weren't really too good against me. He activates a Jack in the Box, and I think I do take the card he actually wanted. He probably wanted the normal summon card. I ended up taking it, and he does use the Adhara special and goes into a Halka Firebrax, and is able to special summon again, but the monster has to be normal summoned to get the effect, sadly. So he won't really be able to search for anything that he wants, so we won't be seeing the Buster Lock, I'm pretty sure, unless he hard drew it. So that's pretty good here. Put that the link to Whelp, and gets a search, specials the Buster Blader, and passes to me. Here I go Spirit Charmers, try and get a little bit of searching in. Discard the monster that he gave me off Jack in the Box, and I get ashed. Awesome. Alright, so what's the next game plan? Well, set to pass. Yeah, not the best. I decided that I didn't really want to waste what I had in my hand, and yeah, I had another Spirit Charmers anyways, and so I just activated it next turn to try it again to do more adding or whatever set. Here I get to set the trap, and so when it comes to my turn, I'll be able to use it, which is pretty nice actually. And so with that, I've only taken 3k, and then it's back to my turn now. And so I did add, I think, a Familiar Possessed in hand. I think I added the win, and activated the field spell Secret Village here. So now we're in a pretty good board state, because I know he added one of the spells that are quick play, so he can't really use that here. Then I go for I flip up the trap card, the Unpossessed, to boost my Familiar Possessed and go into battle and beat down the Buster Blader and the Whelp here. And not looking too bad here, honestly. And I think I did forget to do the ad off the draw, but whatever. And he doesn't really have much else to play under Secret Village too. And so here we're able to take it 2-1 here. So the first win for the Sealed Only series, and that's actually pretty exciting, honestly. I didn't know how long it would take with this deck, but we did it pretty early. Alright guys, I ended up going 1-2. Round 1, it was up against Grand Maju. This deck sucks against Grand Maju, like pretty bad. And game 2 was against that Buster Lock that I showed the gameplay of. And round 3 was what was it? It's like some going second Gizmet deck, I think. I don't know. Same premise as the Grand Maju deck. I don't do good against it. So yeah, 1-2, better than I expected. Funny enough, but here's the deck list. The top row, pretty self-explanatory. The Earth, Waking the Possessed is the best one out of all of them, I feel like. Although it's not that good because I don't have any of the Link monsters yet, so yeah, if that's any spoiler to what I might try and open next week. But Fairy Tale Luna, the best normal summon because it's a search and it's interaction on the opponent's turn that I'm gonna need. Effect Veiler, good. Spirit Charmers is a searcher for everything else, so this is always a good include. Awakening the Possessed is an upstart and a little bit of attack boost that I'm gonna need for now because I have nothing better to go into. I don't really like the field spell as much as I thought I would. I don't know, it doesn't really come up like ever, and like if I normal summon Luna, this isn't even turned on anyways, so this is kind of just useless. I feel like Secret Village is way better. Like this does so much. Like if your opponent just draws a bunch of like their search cards that are spells, then it's just over if I have this. Raigeki's still pretty good. Funny enough, some decks just lose to Raigeki when you like look at their end board or whatever. Solemn Warning is the next best Solemn because I don't have any other Solemn, so it's good. Dimensional Barrier is good if it's against the right deck, and none of the decks I played against it was really good against, except the Buster Lock, but it only half hit the Buster Lock deck, so that kind of sucks. Unpossessed was pretty nice for killing and kind of like keeping something on the board, so there's that. Although it sucks that it only protects Charmer monsters from battle, not Familiar Possessed for whatever, you know, for whatever reason they did that. But Terraforming Metaverse for the Secret Village. Teamwork of the Possessed is I do like this card, but it is much worse if I don't have the Link monsters, because you know it's just I need something else on board, and I need to give one of the spellcasters in grave, or you know have one in hand for this to really actually work. And then the talents, my power card, my one of power card, and then the side deck pretty good. Denko Seka, you know, straight up just win against trap decks or whatever. Dark Blue No More, you know, pretty good. Golem Aruru will probably be the first thing I change out if I get better cards. Boogie of Eclipse is still good, and Twin Twister is really good, although, you know, I could think about main decking that instead. So, I mean, that's going to be it for episode 1, guys. Let me know any suggestions you guys have, because, you know, Charmers are not my thing. Like, I might have to, like, switch to a different deck midway or something like that along the way. But I'm going to keep going to see how far we can keep going with this deck and see what the polls look like. It's honestly going to be up to the polls. If the polls are good for one way or the other, I might switch it up, or I might stay the same. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to keep going to see. But that's going to be it for this week. Make sure you guys are subscribed and that you like the video. If you like what you're seeing, and comment down below, as always, your suggestions or whatever, or what to open, you know, deck list stuff or whatever. But I'm tired, you know. Editing took a while. New to this whole thing. But I hope to see you guys more. So, peace out.